Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today I just wanted to do a really quick video and show you this little mini toolkit that I've been working on. It's pretty cool, and I also modded a Leatherman just for this kit. So this is a Maxpedition Micro EDC pouch, and the reason I chose this pouch is just simply because it's super durable. The material and the zips on these little pouches allow you to just jam them full, as you'll see in a moment. You guys know that I like, minimal kits and organization, things like that. And this little toolkit is something that you could leave around the house, something that you could leave in the glove box of your car, or something that you could put in your kit and swap it in between your kits when you are out doing different things. So let's first take a look at the contents, and then I'll show you the mod that I did to my Leatherman. And open this up here. Now this isn't fully completed yet. I still do have some other things like some wire and things that I want to add, but it's pretty complete as far as the tool set goes that I wanted to include. So we can go through the items real quick. I have Leatherman rebar, which I chose this for this kit because it's the lowest profile or the least thick Leatherman that I have. Now I was going to use a Skeletool, but the rebar has extra tools on it, like the saw, the can openers, and just multiple screwdrivers and things like that. The problem with the rebar is that I wanted to be able to use the Leatherman bit kit with it, so that I could use different Torx bits and Allen bits and things like that that I commonly use. Putting in a full Allen set or a full Torx set in here was just going to obviously be too large, so I wanted to accomplish that with a Leatherman. Now I could have used a Surge or a Wave. I have both, and those obviously have the bit adapter, the bit kit adapter. And if you're not familiar with what that is, basically it's this little part here, and you can pull these bits out and you can swap them out using Leatherman's bit kit, which I have stored in this back pocket here. All sorts of different bits, from Phillips to straight to Torx to Allen head. So it's a very low profile way to carry a lot of different bits with you, and so I wanted that to work with my Leatherman. The problem with the Surge or the Wave is that they were just simply too thick to fit in this pouch. This Surge is one of the bigger multi-tools that I have, and it would be a task to try to get that sandwiched in there. It's just too wide. It's not that much wider than the rebar, but it is just a little bit too wide for this kit, and the rebar just seemed to fit better, and I just liked it better, so I wanted to be able to use that. The problem with the Wave is that it doesn't have very nice wire cutters. The rebar has the 154 cm replaceable wire cutters, and that's something that's pretty important when you're talking toolkit, the ability to cut through larger diameter metals and things like that, to be able to use that wire cutter. So the rebar was just the tool that I wanted to use. So what I did was I actually put a bit driver in the Leatherman. It doesn't come with that. I swapped it out with another tool. So let's look at the rest of the kit, and we'll come back to the Leatherman. So next to the Leatherman here, I just have a pair of vice grips. These are ultra handy. You adjust the tip, and then you can very firmly attach it to any nut that you might have to get off, or you can attach it. You can make a vise out of this. Lots of different applications for a small vice grip. And between these two, you have the pliers, and of course you have the vice grip. It's a pretty great combo. Behind here, I just had that bit kit that you saw, and then I just have a couple zip ties back there. Zip ties are very handy for just lashing things together and things like that. On this side so far, I just have a WD-40 pen. I have a Craftsman socket, 1/4 inch socket. I have the bit adapter for the rebar. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And then I just have a pen light. This is the ThruNite, I believe, TI4 pen light. So that fits in there. Always good to have a small little flashlight with you. And then behind this pocket, I have this little pull-out here, and in here is a complete set of standard and metric sockets. So especially useful for in the vehicle You never know what size socket you're gonna need, so very handy to have that. And then the only bits I have in here are several different sizes of Torx security bits. If you're unfamiliar with what a Torx security bit is, it's basically a bit with a hole in the center, and I need one of these to be able to do the mod to the Leatherman, so that's why I picked up a pack of these, but they're handy to have nevertheless. So let's talk about the mod to the rebar a little bit. So again, I didn't want to use a surge or a wave in this kit. They were just too big, but I did want to use the bit adapter, which the rebar doesn't come with. It just comes with a straight slotted screwdriver. So I found after looking and comparing them side by side that it looked to be about the same size. So I chose the wave to steal it out of. And different Leatherman tools have different ways to access or to open them up. You can see on the surge, and it's the same way with the wave, they have the little security Torx bit. So that's why I needed those special bits to be able to open that up. Basically all I did on the wave was open it up and just pull this particular part right out. It just pulls out after you take the screw out there. Now you want to be very careful because there is some washers in there, so you want to keep a close track on where those washers come out of. Alright, so in order to make the rebar work, I had to also remove a pin on the rebar. Now these have a little bit different pin. They're not Torx, they're not screws or anything like that. They're just these little pins with these grooves on the side. So I used the vice grips, and that worked great to be able to back out the pin that I needed. So what was here before was just a straight screwdriver, and I noticed that it was the same width and it has the same locking bar slot and everything like that. So here is the actual mod. I took this from the Leatherman Wave and simply popped it in place of the screwdriver and put the screwdriver onto the Leatherman Wave. So now in my rebar I have a bit adapter that locks into place and works perfectly, almost as if it was made for it. Now the reason I wanted this was, as I said, not only to be able to use the Leatherman bit kits, but you can also use the Leatherman bit extender, which turns it into, you know, a more proper tool. And also you can use any 1/4 inch bit in the tip of this bit extender. In this kit I have not only the ability to pretty much use any metric or standard socket in the 1/4 inch. You know, I'm probably going to thin down that bag just to make more room for other stuff, to just the ones that I need for my particular vehicle or ones that you most commonly use. But with the rebar, obviously you get all the tools that come with a multi-tool. So again, the reason I chose the Maxpedition micro organizer is that it's just super durable and super tough, and even with all this stuff jammed in there, I can still zip it right closed and don't have to worry about it coming apart or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at that quick little toolkit that I put together. If you guys have any recommendations on what else I should put in there, please leave it down in the comments. I'd love to get some more ideas for what maybe I can put in here. As I said, I'm probably going to thin out some of those bits, and that'll give me a little bit more room to put stuff maybe in the back pockets of this kit. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the quick Leatherman mod that I did. If the tools are the right size and they match up, you can swap you can swap bits and parts between the tools, and now the rebar is probably my favorite multi-tool. Awesome pair of cutters, small, low profile, and now that it has that bit adapter on it, awesome little multi-tool. So maybe you guys might want to try that mod. If you have a wave or a surge, you can swap it out with the screwdriver on the rebar. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Like I said, leave me some comments and recommendations on what you think I might want to also include in this kit down in the comments section. Please share this video on your social media, and as always guys, click the red subscribe button for more videos.